Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no f***ing purse. I'm the big deals. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Grr, braka. It's the Munfu podcast. Money up, no funny up podcast. Hey, bruh, we lit.
Money up, no funny up podcast. We back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Took a little break, didn't mean to, you know. Shit got real, but we here, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the new fans, shout out to all the old fans. We back on our job, man. Back to regular scheduled programming. What we talking about today, manga?
Man, what you mean? You the segue guy, bro. We talking about why Joe Budden said that my dog Logic is one of the worst people to ever grace the microphone, bro. He said that.
Is Logic, and this might be what we're going to call this one, is Logic getting worse? I feel like that's better than Joe Budden says, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Is Logic getting worse? I feel like that is really what the crust of what Joe Budden's argument was. What was he saying exactly, just for the folks at home?
Joe Budden was on the Joe Budden podcast on Saturday's episode, and French Montana Logic just dropped a song, and they were reading over the Logic lyrics because y'all know obvious copyright stuff. And as Joe Budden was reading the lyrics, Joe Budden was realizing how trash Logic really is. And throughout that, he was like, talking about what he was saying and how bad. And then, Maul and Rory were shooting him bail. They were like, nah, Logic can rap, but blah, blah, blah.
Nah, Maul did.
Maul did. Yeah, you're right. Well, it's been going on for a while now. People have been debating if Logic's fell off. His lyrics are nearly as good as what people liked him for, et cetera, et cetera. If you ask me...
So I'm pulling up the lyrics right now, just so we have them. ASAP's on this song, too. So here's what's going on. So if y'all go back, we are the realest, I would say, and that's just our brand, just the realest niggas on YouTube, bro. If you go back to our Munfu, I won't even talk about my video by myself. Go back to the Munfu about that So Icy song. It's literally what I was saying. I was literally saying, like, he's getting worse. He's getting extremely worse. And everything that was brought out now is just exasperated forms of stuff that was called out back then. Where it's like, before we even get into the lyrics, before we get into the content, before we get into anything else, why does Logic, like, I told you during that Icy song, Logic has this weird feeling where if it's about some stuff that, like, people would like, he has to do it, like, ironically. Even though you can tell you're not being ironic, bro. You're doing that to have an out when people don't like it, so you can just be like, oh, I was just being what they're doing. But it's like, once he did the Icy song, I was like, no, he just likes ice. Right. He just wants to chant. And he can't bring himself because he's going to think his fans are going to think he's a sellout or something. And then with this one, it's like, bro, you like strippers, okay? You like them. You want to rap about them, and I think you do this purposely, like, not that great rap when you do it. So later on, you can just be like, oh, I was poking fun at the guys who do that. He's like, no, it's not. You're just giving yourself enough rope where you're like, I can make it go either way. And then seeing Logic pop up on some of these songs, bro, I understand Righteous and Ratchet. Logic is not that. Right. Logic is trying to do that right now, and he's not that. He's righteous. That's where he's at. That's his lane that he's in. He doesn't do Righteous and Ratchet well. Because it always seems like he's making fun of one or the other.
Yeah.
It never seems like he's like, but it's just like, what is he going for with these song choices that he's doing? Because he's not doing, it'd be one thing is like, okay, when J. Cole and 21 Savage have a song together, on paper looks weird, right? On paper, it's like, what? But then when you hear a lot, you're like, oh, no, J. Cole really liked this song and really wanted to do, like, he fit into this perfectly and did it well with his style. Logic is literally just like, if he would have been in a lot, he would have been just like, why do rappers got tattoos on their face? Why do rappers say 21? Why do rappers do this? Humana, humana, humana.
Yeah.
It's just like, literally like, what are you going for? Are you trying to make fun of this lifestyle? Are you trying to say that you want to be a part of this lifestyle? Are you trying to, what is your point? I don't get your point anymore. Like, I don't get, what are you going for? Because French and Rocky, I could almost say your verse is sarcastic compared to them. And why? What do you? If that's the point, like with the Icy song, that's what made me mad about it. It's like, so what, are you like kind of like poking fun at Gucci a little bit? Because he has a song called So Icy, so you got him on this, and like, is that poking fun? Because your whole verse is about how material things are basically stupid and not worth it, and da-da-da, and then you have Gucci coming here rapping not anything about that, just really about his ice and shit. Right. So it's like, what, are you making fun of these rappers? Are you, like, what are you doing, basically?
I don't know, man. It's. I feel like we're in a weird place with Logic. I feel like since like 2017, Logic been trying to find himself again. I've constantly said it over and over again. I feel like Logic is reaching for his place in hip hop right now. I feel like a lot of people. I don't know. I feel like the last things that he's been on have been very lackadaisical. I mean, like bro, like, you just go back to Homicide and just his verse on that song. It's just like, literally his verse on that song and this song is not much different, bro. Like, it's literally.
You want to know the epitome of lazy writing? Do you want to know the absolute? Listen, watch. That's how he opens his verse. This is the first 3 or 4 bars. Watch. She said she ain't never done no shit like this before. I said, I know, you ain't a hoe, but girl, just let it go. I'm finna flow. I'm finna catch a flow. Like, whoa. Get your ass up on the pole. Let your worries go. So whack. That is so
garbage.
Whack. That's not an opinion. I don't care what anybody says. That is objectively whack. You are, my nigga, you are 100% rhyming the most simple words.
Yeah.
What?
That's like literally, and then he's literally rhyming the same word over. It's like, come on, bro.
And the Bible is like, so what did this stanza even say? So you're with a girl. She says, so you're with a stripper, and she says she's never done no shit like this before. And you tell her she's not a hoe. Then you tell her to get on the pole and let your worries go. Like, nigga, that's the problem, is people don't break down lyrics like that. Because I'm like, okay, so what did this say? So what did you paint in this story, in this stanza? So why would a stripper be telling you she never let it go? Or do you have like a strip pole? Maybe he's saying he's got a strip pole in his crib. Look at me reaching.
I'm like sitting there like, wait, nah, dog, that was just whack.
That's definitely whack.
Just simple
I'm
as
trying
that.
to make it make sense. Like, I'm finna catch a flow like, whoa.
Man.
What does that mean? What is catching a flow like, whoa?
I have no idea, bro.
Nigga, then he rhymes. She said, I know I ain't a Let me keep reading. Hold on. She said she ain't never done no shit like this before. I say, I know you ain't a hoe, but girl, just let it go. Remember I said, I know you ain't a hoe, but girl, just let it go. I'm finna catch a flow. I'm finna catch a flow like, whoa. Get your ass on the pole. Let your worries go. She said, I know I ain't no hoe. I'm trying to get this money, and you know how it go for show. I swear to God, that's the lyric.
I know.
That is
Joe
why
Budden read that. I was like, yeah, this is boo-boo.
Because not only is this like the most basic, mediocre rapping I've ever heard, he literally is using the same shit. I
The
understand
same,
rhyme and
yeah.
go, and then later on in the stanza rhyme and go, even though that's kind of lazy, but I do that sometimes where if you just need to use that word to get a part of the story, but he didn't. So when you go, and then you one lyric goes, I said, I know you ain't a hoe, but girl, just let it go. 3 lines later, she said, I know I ain't a hoe. I'm trying to get this money. You know how it go for show.
That's you know how I go for sure. Yeah, no, it's boo boo.
Because I be thinking, aren't like the hardcore Logic fans, like the people from Under Pressure and shit, aren't they like lyrical fans? Aren't they
I
like the
think Logic
backpackers?
is just kind of in a realm of people that listen. A lot of the people that listen to him are not 100% hip hop fans. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say that. That's rich. I wouldn't even start saying that.
I don't know.
What? No, I could definitely see people who are hip hop fans who listen to Logic because hip hop fans listen to MF Doom. Like, that doesn't mean they're not hip hop fans. That just means that, in fact, they might be doing it because they think they're hardcore. Like, this is what I'm supposed to listen to. I'm a backpacker. I don't listen to Wu and Nas. So he has songs with Wu and he talks about Nas. So this is what I'm supposed to listen to. That I would not say that at all. I would say the opposite. I could see people who think they're supposed to listen to Logic because they're hip hop heads.
Man, that shit is garbage.
Bro, but I'm gonna tell you, you want to know the worst line ever?
What?
Is what he said. F her, then I bounce. Hell nah. I can't do no date. 1-800, then I kill the pussy who can relate.
Horrible.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If somebody else would have said that line dissing Logic or like said, hey, my logic is 1-800 kill the pussy who can relate, that would be correct.
Right.
Correct. But Logic saying it is almost, if I shut my brain off, it's dope. But if I think of what he's saying, it's like, wait, you just literally spun that whole suicide song and said, I killed a pussy who can relate, when in the song it's like, who can relate? Who can relate? When he's doing that in the song, and it's just like, bro, I can see that being wild and sensitive. Like, so it almost makes it seem like,
Who can relate?
it almost seemed like he was making fun of that song.
Bro, I don't know, dog. Logic be garbage. I feel like if you listen to Logic, you definitely can't think that it's just fire. Like, that is just garbage, dog. Like, that is like...
Logic, you definitely think it's fire.
What?
But you definitely think it's fire if you listen to Logic. But I honestly
Nigga,
think...
no, I'm saying like a random person listening to Logic and breaking his lyrics down. Like, bro, you should definitely listen to that and be like, nigga, this is not fire. Like, this is...
I think most people who are Logic fans are agreeing that he's coming extra, not fire now.
I agree. I think so too. I've literally seen a lot of his. I mean, every time I review his music and I say, "Yo, this is not that fire, bro." Most people are like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. Logic has not been the same for this long amount of time. Like, he just not giving any effort. Like his."
I think after that 1-800 song blew up. I'm not even saying like I was a huge Logic fan before that, but I think what it is Logic always kind of did this. But he's gotten worse lyrically now than ever. And I think it's because he's trying to cross over in a way.
I think also lyrics matter more than before, so people look at them with a microscope.
Yeah, I mean, but I think Logic's is... Yeah, and we are in an era of lyrics again. Like, we are in an era of lyrics again where people literally are like, what is he saying? And I think Logic has started slacking a lot on that. And not only that, but I just think that stuff that Logic's been doing for a long time has just been brought to a forefront of a lot of people. I think that's what's been happening. I don't think... Now, this stuff, the Icy stuff, is definitely different, even different from the Logic before that I wasn't that much of a fan of, but that's worse than that. This is worse than that. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you know he rhymed for show again? In the like 2 lines after that for first for show. Oh, God, this is bad. He's freestyling his verses, bro. He is freestyling his verses now, and he's not that great at freestyle. He's freestyling. Nobody gonna tell me different.
There ain't no way he rapping that. There ain't no way he's writing that, bro.
Yeah. You not rapping. You not writing. She said, I know I ain't no hoe. I'm trying to get this money. You know how it go for sure. You didn't write that shit. You freestyle. That's 100% a freestyle. Like, listen, like, literally, as you say, it's like, yeah, definitely sounds like freestyle.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's a fact.
Bitches call me Bobby Tarantino. We know I'ma get the C note. Then I relocate. Fuck her, then I bounce. Hell nah, I can't do no day. 1-800, then I kill the pussy who can't relate. Got a bitch in all states like the fake Denzel.
Dog, my son be elementary with the bars, you heard?
Definitely.
That is just garbage, dog. I'm like, yo. Yo, I'm big booty pants. What?
I'm literally reading these right now like, why did you say this? You know what he thought? He thought he can get off saying nothing on a track with French Montana and A$AP Rocky. And it's hilarious that the lyricist, quote unquote, even though A$AP is too, the lyricist amongst them is the one who's getting...
Don't disrespect French.
French ain't a lyricist, though. But that don't mean he's not dope. Lyricist is something that is not a quality of goodness. It's something you do.
Yeah, but he be hitting niggas with lyricism.
French Montana is not a lyricist. A lyricist is somebody who is their best foot forward is their lyrics. French Montana is his song creating. Is his...
Yeah, but we not gonna act like his lyrics don't be fire. Cause I could like arguably sit here and tell you fire French Montana lyrics all day.
Come on, man. French Montana is not a lyricist. The same way Two Chainz has good lyrics, but he's not a lyricist. 2 Chainz be having lyrics, he be having punchlines, but that don't make him a lyricist. A lyricist.
Yeah, I feel you, but I feel like my son French definitely got some lyrics. I mean,
what I'm saying is, it's ironic that the person who is supposed to be the stereotypical lyricist is the one who's getting dogged the most for his lyrics. And I think that goes back to my whole righteous and ratchet. Nobody is better than somebody argument in this hip hop stuff where people start liking the smell of their own farts and thinking that because you're clear in your music or because you sell X, Y, and Z or because you got they start getting comfortable in that and thinking that those are facts. And it's just not facts, bro. Like, you never want to get to the point where you think that you, like, cannot get better.
You gotta definitely know you could get better. Was that your phone?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's a fact, though. Let us know in the comment section. How you feeling about Logic? You feeling like Logic fell off? You feeling like Logic still hot?
Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be different, y'all. Don't be afraid to be different. Woo!
Hey.
I'm nominating that right now for when we make like our lists on the end of the year. The worst song of 2019. The worst song that dropped 2019. Word. That's my early vote right now.
Early. It's the Munfu podcast. Grr, braka.